All right, so what's up, guys? So we are out here on another run. Out here running for all of y'all awesome, super cool individuals. And you know, for you, we got a cool video today. As we are resetting our watch, I did one more dribble and we are ready to go. So look at that. So today's video is going to be about developing your social skills. Okay, it's such a crucial skill today, especially, you know, in business settings, in workplace settings, where, you know, you got to be able to express your thoughts, express your ideas, right? Put them out there, you know, for others to take in and enjoy and judge and criticize and tell you good things, hopefully. But you know, you get the gist of that, because you have to be able to communicate effectively and have, you know, interpersonal skills, right? Those skills that give you the ability, you know, to enter into a social environment and interact with pretty much anybody there and come out with good outcomes, those outcomes that you want, right? The raise, the promotion, the new opportunities that may, you know, happen for you, or even, you know, attracting a potential new mate. So for you, don't worry about it, because I'm gonna give you 3 ways you can improve your social skills. And way number 1 is to, you know, simply, you know, go out and not fear rejection, right? Don't be afraid, right? You know, for, you know, people to, you know, put you down in a sense, right? Make fun of you, right? Some people actually frown upon having others come up to them and talk to them for whatever reason. Some people aren't so friendly, while others are. And, you know, what you come to realize is that you gotta look out for those friendly people, those cool people that'll sit down and talk with you, that reciprocate your energy, right? Those are super rewarding. But, you know, on the other hand, you have people, you know, that'll mock you, that'll try to belittle you, put you down, right? Question what you're doing. And, you know, if you're not aware of that, and you're, you know, need, you know, to essentially not fear rejection and not let it, you know, how to say, paralyze you in a sense, not let it take over your mind and your body, right? Because it starts in your mind as an innocent thought, right, that you let take over your mind and change your whole view of yourself. And from that, it'll paralyze your body. You won't be able to get up and go and talk to the same people that you did so freely and easily before. And, you know, the opposite effect can be said to be true, right? As you go up and talk to people, you get those positive conversations, so forth, new people that you meet, you know, will be better able to do it again, because you'll feel more assured. You'll know what you have to do, right? You'll have that experience, you know, to go off of. And from that, you will be able, you know, to overcome those rejections, right? Those acceptances will make those rejections seem so much smaller, right? Almost insignificant, because the good will outweigh the bad. But, you know, if you're not aware, you know, of what's going on, of, you know, the potential role, negative role that rejection can play on you, it can take over you, right? And you gotta stop it. You gotta stop it right in its tracks and tell it, you know, that, you know, it's there for a reason. You're supposed to have it. You gotta be happy that you encountered it, because, you know, it's telling you that you did something right, that you're on the way, you know, to better be able to talk to other people, right? And express your thoughts, right? And go about your day without fear, you know, what other people have to say, you know, about what you're doing, right? And you'll be able to make those connections, because I guarantee you it boils down to the numbers game aspect of it, right? If you go up to 100 people, one of them is bound you know, to say yes and be your friend and so forth. And you can even break it down even more. Say you had 10 people like you, right? 5 of them are your friends, 3 of them are your best friends, and 1 of them is your ride or die, you know, guy or girl. And even 1 of them too is a potential partner, a long-term partner, and so forth. And what you got to realize is that that 1 or 2 or 3 people, right, as small numbers it may sound when compared to so many, right, 80, 90 rejections, right, it overpowers them. Because had you not gone through those 80, 90 rejections, you wouldn't be able, you know, to enjoy these newfound relationships. You wouldn't have been exposed to them, you wouldn't have found them. And, you know, for you, you know, it makes it okay to experience that rejection, right? It's insignificant in the end, right? It's telling you that, you know, you're doing something right. You're on your way to finding those people you're trying to find. And, you know, without further ado, we will go into tip number 2 to improve your social skills. And that is to listen. Oh my gosh, I don't know how important this one is, right? It's so often neglected, right? People want to say what they have to say, right? They learn these stand-up comedy routines and different ways to make people laugh and try to be funny and be a show and a dancing monkey. But, you know, what you'll come to realize is that a lot of the great business professionals and leaders and, you know, almost titans, right, tycoons, they're able to, you know, essentially listen to other people and make them feel heard. And, you know, when you're shaking their hand, when they're out in public, they are able to make those people that they're interacting with, you know, as small as they may feel initially, they make them feel big, right? They make them feel heard. They take the time to learn their name, right? Learn, you know, what they're studying in school, learn what they want to do within that shorter period of time, and convey, right, their emotional, how do you say, caringness or intelligence, right? They show that person that they care about them, right? They have the best intentions for them, right, within a short period of time. And it can be especially cool. That person is super, you know, powerful and successful and seems to have so much on their table and plate already that they're able, you know, to do such a selfless and kind act and listen. So for you and everyone, no matter where you are, like what position you have, right, pick up the skill, you know, of listening to others, right? Open your ears, right? Open your ears before your mouth, right? Because too often, you know, what can happen to you and what's happened to me a lot of times in conversations is I've been too preoccupied with what you say, right? It can cause you not only, you know, to stumble over your words, right, to question them, you know, to try to be a perfectionist when it comes to saying what you want to say, but, you know, it prevents you, you know, from being able to hear what the other person's saying, seeing how they're feeling, right? Whether they're having a good day or a bad day, right? And they're probably not going to tell you these words directly, but you can pick up on them, right, when they're speaking and respond accordingly. And, you know, just knowing that and then being able to, you know, reciprocate their energies and their patterns of speech and so forth, you're going to be very socially proficient, right? Your ability to interact with them will improve. They'll be far more likely, you know, to enjoy your presence and want to be your friend. So from that, you know, simply listening to what others have to say, right, and taking in their thoughts and opinions and tendencies, you know, you will be able to improve your social skills. And from that brings us to tip number 3, and that is, you know, to simply, you know, read about it, get knowledge, right, understand, right, get, you know, people skills, people watch, especially, right, just go out in public and watch how people interact, right, watch couples, watch business, you know, professionals out eating lunch, right, how do they sit, who's sitting at the top of the table, right, how do they have their arms on the table, how loud are they talking, right, how are they laughing, little things like that will teach you, you know, about them, right, and how, you know, to how you say hold yourself, right? Or handle yourself in these scenarios, you know, whether when you encounter them, because you probably will. And you know, from having that experience of observing them and watching them, you will have a greater understanding. You'll have direct experience of what happened, right? You'll have a perspective because you observed it with your own eyes, and it'll be a matter of just replicating those scenarios and situations, right, that you observed. Isn't that cool, right? Like you're watching a movie in a sense, and you're recreating that movie. And you know, for you, a lot of the same social scenarios play over and over again, right? Same office corporate parties, right? Same scenarios in a bar drinking, and we lost the balls, but who cares, right? Who cares? But you know, for you, you know, a lot of the same stuff that you see, you know, it isn't rocket science. You know, it's done over and over again, and you got to feel, you know, the ability, you know, to understand everything that's going on and experience it. Because you can go to that party, you know, 10 times in a year, but if you decided to watch that party 10 times and then go to that party 10 times, you're probably gonna know, you know, what's going on better. They'll be able to educate other people in how to carry themselves and so forth within those events. So you get the gist, right? You get what I'm saying. So from, you know, that practical knowledge comes the social skills, which is what you want to learn. So from that, you know, and these other two tips, you know, we have ways that you can improve your social skills, which is what you want to do in this day and age, right? You want to improve your ability to interact with others. And, you know, from that, you'll see a plethora of different new opportunities, you know, raises, right? New opportunities, free stuff. Like, who doesn't like free stuff? And oftentimes too, what life boils down to is simply being in the right place at the right time, saying the right thing at the right time. And had you not, you wouldn't have had that opportunity. And what you'll start to notice too is that an opportunity leads to another opportunity, and so forth. Right? The person you met at that party can get you, you know, a simple job. And once you're at that job, you'll meet another person who will introduce you to another job. And from that, you'll have a chain reaction, right, of different instances occurring. And had you not picked up those social skills, you wouldn't have been able to do that. So from that, we hope you enjoyed this video, and take care.